wanna play, I wanna sing my song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long, 'cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming.
Well, good morning, Celebration Center, and all of you that are here. Can you hear me okay with this? I can't hear myself, but that's okay. I'm Inge Schweiger, and I'm a board member here at the center. I'm also a retired practitioner, and I do admin work in the office. I'm just an all-around person that's all around all the time. So, if you're online, I would say hi in the chat. If you could do that, please, say hi in the chat so that we can appreciate your virtual presence, so that we know you're here with us. And if you're here in person and your cell phone, please kind of put it on silence, but leave it on so that you can join the online chats if you're so inclined. If you are new or newish to our center, we welcome you. And we would love to get to know you. If you are in person and would like to tell us what brought you here today, please stand up. Well, there's nobody here new today, but all our old-timers, we welcome you. We love you. And if you are, well, it's the people that are, if you're online and you're new to us, you can scan the QR code. And please let us know who you are and where you're from. If you would like to get a lovely newsletter, include your email. So please join me this morning in thanking all the people that make this service a wonderful success. And we have today, Joanne Hepworth is our practitioner, joining us again from West Virginia. No? Oh, it's you. I take it back. Joanne, I guess, is off celebrating Father's Day with somebody. But Jen is our practitioner today, and we always love to hear what she has to tell us. And our guest speaker is Harrison Snow, and he's going to talk to us about change your thinking, change your life, I think, which is a very, it's an easy concept, but deeply, it's profound, you know, when you get into it. So we'll be looking forward to hearing about that. And our music, Lynn, Hollyfield is also, everybody's online today. So we will say hi to everybody as they zoom into the service. Now, let me go into the announcements for the upcoming week. But before I do that, it's Father's Day today. So if we have any papas here, do stand up or raise your hand and let us know. And hey, we're so glad you could make it. A lot of our fathers, I guess, are out celebrating, which is a special day for them today. So we'll let that happen. So, announcements for the upcoming activities. We have Art Night with Miriam, which is this Thursday from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. And you can please RSVP to Miriam, so she'll know how many people to bring supplies for. You can find out online. It's listed on our webpage what her phone number is and whatnot. And also we have, let me get it, our board meeting is next Sunday after the service, and it's open to everyone. So please bring any questions or suggestions to the board so we can discuss maybe some new stuff that's going on. And then there's Gentle Yoga with Jen. That is on Wednesdays from 10:30 to noon. And also Jen and Faith Woods have the guided meditation on Tuesdays, which is from 6 to 6:30 p.m. And also both Jen and Faith are doing what they call the Healing Circle, which is on Wednesday at 7 p.m. And then finally, one more little thing is we have our friend Irina Kurasevich. She always has the Chain Reaction for Peace meditation, which is a daily thing going on at 2 p.m. It's with Irina and people from all over the globe. So if you would like to join them, please feel free to do so. It's a wonderful experience, and it is something that it's just something that the world needs right now in these troubling times that we're going through. So, next Sunday we got it. now it's time for our first special song. So I would like to welcome Lynn online. Here we go, Lynn. Where are you?
I can't see. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. Spirit divine, holy, holy, come to me, holy, holy, feeling love, holy, holy, healing me, holy, holy, open my heart, holy, holy, allow me to see, holy, holy, beauty and love, holy, holy, lives in me, holy, holy, you are holy, 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 you are holy, 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 you are holy, 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 you are holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy. Spirit divine, holy, holy, come to me, holy, holy, feeling love, holy, holy, healing me, holy, holy, open my heart, holy, holy, allow me to see, holy, holy, beauty and love, holy, holy, surrounding me, holy, holy, we are holy, 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 we are holy, 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 we are holy, 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 we are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. Holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. Spirit divine.
We made that recording during the pandemic. And Chet was with us then. And so welcome, I'm Jen Fay, one of the practitioners here. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there in the world. And know that we're all fathers, we all have masculine energy and use it in a nurturing way. So I'm going to ask Harrison to come up because he has a reading today that relates to his talk.
Thank you, Jen. And thank you, Inky, for that lovely introduction. This is from Isaiah 55. My thoughts are not your thoughts, says the Lord. And my ways are far beyond anything you could imagine. For just as the heavens are higher than the earth, so my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. Thus saith the Lord.
Well, that is a wonderful piece from the Bible. And so let's just breathe into our hearts for a moment, connecting with that heart space as we prepare to read our vision statement. We are celebrating spirit within and knowing the oneness of humanity. And so I invite you to just relax. Take a few breaths. We're gonna do a 3-part breath together. So inhaling together, holding that breath, and exhale. And again, inhale and hold and exhale. One more like that. And so it's from this place of relaxation, just allowing the body to have a little break. We use the breath to bring the body back to its natural state of peacefulness. We focus on the heart, to use the energy of the heart to bring us together, to unite us as one heart, celebrating the one life that is expressing through each of us. And so just for a moment, remembering a time where you were strong and clear about a step to take, about an action to take. For that is the masculine energy, is to take the action. And it is more the feminine energy to get clear before the action is taken. To listen to the intuition, to be guided, and to have the strength, the courage, the energy to move. And so it's from that awareness, let us pray, that there is this one life of spirit expressing through all of life in a variety of ways that are feminine, in a variety of ways that are masculine. And we know that that thought that was referenced by Harrison's reading, that is a high thought, that is a grand thought, is within, it is accessible to each of us within that quiet space, that receptive space of the feminine. And as we accept that grace, that wisdom, those insights, the guidance, the clarity, we move with power and strength and courage. We're strong in our values, strong in what we believe. And it is through the thought that becomes the action, that becomes the manifestation, that life unfolds in grand and gracious ways. And so this service is a manifestation of many thoughts by many people that come together to create one experience that will be experienced in many ways by each individual who witnesses and opens their hearts and minds to the words and the music. And I am grateful for all the people that contributed to this service, to Ivor and Aiden in the sound booth, to the Lynn to Lynn and the music that she has facilitated. Grateful for the words I speak here, the words Harrison will share with us, his wisdom and insights. Grateful for Ingi hosting us today. And so I am grateful and just simply call this service blessed. Call this time, each moment, blessing. That we are connected here in ways that we can't probably even comprehend through spirit, through the wonder of community, a beloved community, where we are appreciated and celebrated. And so I release all of these words and ideas into that universal law that responds to what I believe and what we believe. And we believe there is something amazing going on here. There is a power in the universe, and we get to use it. And so it is.
And now it is my pleasure. Music, another song. Is Lynn with us now?
I want to share a
whatever.
song that I wrote about gratitude. This is called Because of You.
Round the table we all sat, ideas passed around inside your hat. You said there's a way from here to there, but my uncertainty sat in the chair next to me. Last morning star has set, choices to be made but haven't yet. There's a shelf to rest your fear. You said close the door on doubt when it's near. With you here I am, with you, here I stand. You made this real, and I'm here because of you. Because of you. Trust visits in my sleep. Like the wind, it lifts me into belief. The guides coax me round the bend, and then I see you standing there, my friend. And with you, here I am, with you, here I stand. You made this real, and I'm here because of you. I'm here because of you. unexpectedly. Your gift unwrapped the waiting when you saw in me possibility. Gratitude does a crazy thing. It always makes me cry, so I think I'll sing to all of you who played a part. You brought me here, I hold you in my heart. And with you, here I am with a humble heart. Here I stand. You made this real, and I'm here because of you. I'm here because of you. I'm here with you.
Now it's my turn to introduce Harrison. The principles that bring us together as a community are something that Harrison aspires to practice at home, in community, and in his work. As an aspiring mystic in the marketplace and the office park, Harrison has one foot in the dimensions of life that are immersed in spirit and pure awareness. The other is in the practical demands of running a business and providing a service to organizations and individual clients and being father to his son. He lives each day with a sense of mission and adventure and is ready to respond in the moment to inspiration through art, people, nature, and the soulfulness that shines through. Harrison thinks and feels deeply about many aspects of being in action, including the topic today about change. So thank you for showing up and listening to his talk, and please join me in welcoming Harrison Snow.
Thank you, Ingy. Thank you. And thank you, Jen, for the lovely prayers. And Lynn, what a fantastic song. Just very touching. And it's great to thank you. You're here, and what a blessing, what a gift. So thank you for coming and being together. Here we stand together in oneness and presence, and just the opportunity to develop, more community, deepen our sense of community and togetherness. So very grateful for that. So you've heard the phrase, we've all heard the phrase many times, change your thinking, change your life. And I heard that really when I was 16 and I first read the book by James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. Anybody know that book? Very classic book. And very intrigued me. And there were some thoughts there that Alan shared about changing your thinking, but it never seemed particularly easy to me. As it seemed easy, it's easy to Ingy, but I don't know. She's way ahead of all of us. Maybe she should be giving this talk. But it's never seemed particularly easy to me. And it's actually kind of been a lifelong quest, really. How do I really change my thinking and really help clients And organizations change their culture, change their reality. They have to change their thinking. So that's a pretty tall order. I've been involved in that for many, many years. Not only do I need to change my own when I go into a system and start understanding what's going on, but then how do I take that and help them change? Because any leader knows you have to be the change you want to see in others, right? Gandhi said something to that effect. You have to be that change. And how do you get to that change? Well, there's something about our thought process. Well, but looking at it, and I was really excited about this topic because I've been meditating since college, especially in college. I started, so 53 years ago, I started meditating every day. I've been doing it for a long time. And I've gotten to the place where it's pretty blissful, it's pretty quiet. And then I go out in the world and I start dealing with people and boom, the track, off I go from that blissful, peaceful place into some kind of reactive, lots of thoughts. And not all thoughts that I want to have place. So this is a real interesting topic to me. And they tell us we have 70,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot of thoughts, 70,000, Now, how do you manage 70,000 thoughts, right? Well, you don't. They're just, the mind is just churning them out, and we kind of go about our business hardly paying attention to all those thoughts, right? But they are shaping our life. We know that. We know thoughts are attractive. We know thoughts of fear bring what we're fearful of. We know thoughts of lack create lack. We know thoughts of shame or anger or whatever can create sickness. So why are we letting those thoughts run along in the mind? I've kind of asked myself, I really don't want to be thinking these thoughts, and they can be kind of intrusive at times. Anybody kind of share that problem? I've that's been a lifelong quest. So as I thought about this, and even though I've continued my meditation practice, I realized, there's something more. And yeah, there's mindfulness and all that, but there's something more I need to be doing here. So let me unpack this whole concept with you. And one way that I want to unpack it, if we could put up the first slide, is look a little bit about who's thinking these thoughts. Who's thinking these thoughts? What? There's a bunch of minds. It's not just one mind, but there's 5 minds involved in this process. And is a thought who we are? No, it's a thought. It's a thought about an experience is not the experience itself. It's something in the past or in the future. But the thought is not in the moment, in the now, because it's about the experience that you've had or you're going to have. So how real is a thought? Oh, and I'll share these slides. You don't have to take a picture. I'll share them too if you want. So how real is that thought if it's about something that hasn't happened or did happen, but we have thoughts about it. Who doesn't? Anyway, kind of an interesting thought to have if you think about the thoughts you're having. So really we've got the mind, the conscious mind, and that's experiencing those 70,000 thoughts. And that's really too much, right? The conscious mind can handle 40 items per second of information. 40. Then you have your subconscious or unconscious mind at a deeper level that's below the threshold of awareness. Guess what it can handle? Supposedly 11 million units of information per second. That's a lot compared to the 40 that we can do consciously, all right? So if there's a decision to be made, the conscious mind has 9 or 9.5 votes. A subconscious mind has 9 votes out of 10, and your conscious mind has maybe 1 or half of a vote. We don't really realize who's running the show. It's a lot of it. It's conditioning, stuff that happened in the childhood, or even at a lower level of subconscious, unconscious mind, the collective unconscious. And I'll talk a little bit more about that, where all these thoughts are coming from. And then, hey, we're metaphysicians, so what do? What do metaphysicians do? We pray. We get past the noise of the mind, and we go and pray and meditate, go for the higher thought or the no thought at all. And where's that at? Now that's in the quantum consciousness, super consciousness, and then down at the quantum consciousness, a void place, the source of all thought, source of all life, of all phenomena, and it's empty and it's quiet, nothing happening there. And physicists have mapped this out. I don't know where it comes from, but they've mapped it out. So the question would be, if I'm caught up in thoughts I don't want to have, how do I have the thoughts that are generosity, joy, gratitude, that are going to create the life I have? How can I cultivate more of that and less of the other? Is that a question, a fair question? Yeah, okay. Well, here's a thought about it. I'll share a thought about it. Let's have the next slide. Well, we have our active and reactive minds, and they are running the show. What are those? That's the active mind, is our ego, imagination, reason, judgment of the conscious mind. And then we get something happens, somebody says something, it feels like they're being a little denigrative. Ever have that happen? Someone upsets you because they look like they don't, they're judgmental and they're blaming you, and you're like, hey, what did I do? And it happens to me. And then I get what? I get reactive. Like, that's not fair, and I'm upset, and it probably happened 10 years ago, and I'm still remembering it, thinking those kind of thoughts. They're like, why am I not over this? But that's because we have a part of our mind in the conscious, subconscious area called the reactive mind. Now, its job, the reactive mind's job, is for us to survive. Right? Caveman, the bushes are rustling. It must be a tiger. Well, 9 times out of 10, or 199 times out of 100, it's not. It's a rabbit, it's a deer. But we go into reactive mode because that helped us survive. Fight, flight, freeze, faint, fawn, forget, filibuster, lots of talking, or fib, come up with some exaggeration or untruth. Those are the reactive states that are in the brainstem. We're not really thinking about them. They're automatic. They get triggered, and that mind is just doing its job to keep us alive. That worked great in caveman days. Not so great in these days, when we have all these philosophies and thoughts and people are espousing things, but we're taking it personally and getting reactive and going up some kind of escalatory ladder, accusation, counter-accusation. And it really isn't helpful. It's not our mature self driving the vehicle. It's that reactive mind. And that reactive mind may be coming from where? Well, in the subconscious, there's plenty of hidden beliefs, family of influences, conditioning, traumas, down even lower, that we may not be aware of. And they're kind of like little sleeping dragons or dogs or whatever. They get woken up, we go into reactive mode, and we don't even realize it, what's going on. Okay? And to add to that, at the unconscious level, we've got ancestral influences, old archetypes, old stored trauma, collective unconscious. What's that? That's the impact of humanity in general, or groups in general. You can walk into an office, you can walk into a neighborhood, and what do you feel? You notice there's fear, anxiety, and what do you start to feel? Fear, anxiety, but we're picking up on the thoughts of others. It's not our own thought. It's other people's thinking and emotions, because our minds want us to know what's going on in the environment, the subconscious mind, and it can process 11 million units of information in a second. So we'll pick up on that at an unconscious level, subconscious level. And pretty soon we're thinking and acting thoughts of fear, anger, resentment, and so forth. Okay? Does that make sense? So it comes from two areas. One, in the group environment that we're in, especially if that's a traumatized, chaotic environment, and there's a lot of that going on today, or our own history, family history, personal history, ancestral history, that can tap into our reactive mind, and it goes into high alert and survival mode. So, what do we do about that? Unhappy state of affairs. We don't even know why we're so upset, why we're overreacting. So what can we do about it? Well, if you're like me, my favorite thing to do, next slide, is go into the source mind. And I'll go into like nature, go take a walk in the woods. And the trees, they're peaceful. And they radiate that peaceful energy. And the mountains, they radiate a beautiful grounded energy. The rivers, the flowers, the bushes. Nature communicates to us, again on a very unconscious, subconscious level, the consciousness that it's made out of. And it's very peaceful. It's very lovely and expansive. And if you have a dog or kitty, cat, they're part of that too, that loving nature support. And we can draw from that. We can be resourced by that. And I go for a walk, and then I come back, and I wonder why I was so upset. Have you ever done that? Walks are great. Walks are great. Nature has a certain consciousness. I don't know how many of you have actually been on a safari, like in Africa, and there's the big five, like the elephant, the rhino, the hippo, the lion, and some other giraffe or some other animals. That consciousness of those big animals is palpable in the environment. You feel something different there. You don't feel petting a dog. There's something to it. So that's a reality there. Of course, spiritual mind treatment, we all know that. That's the more etheric resource we go to. We meet with a practitioner, we say prayers, we treat for this, and we may even ask help from the intangible side of life. And if you believe in it, the etheric side, the angels, archangels, deities of some sort, all that is, however you define higher power, however you define God, we pray and ask for help. So that shifts it. Then there's the pure consciousness domain. That's absolute being. That's something that you can contact through meditation. The sense of in the room you're in where there's no subject and no object. Like love. Love doesn't need an object or a subject. It just is. It's the fabric of existence. It's at the quantum mechanical level, perhaps. It just is an isness. And we can contact that, we can feel that, we can live from that place. It's there. It's not a theory. It's a reality. It's a definite reality. And it's non-duality. It's a sense of non-duality. And beyond that, where does that all come from? Where does all the other stuff, the superconscious, conscious, subconscious, comes from that quantum field that physicists tell us about, mystics tell us about, Buddha told us about, that emptiness, that nothingness. And that's accessible too. That's where all creativity flows out. Change flows out. So these are, we can move on from this. These are some states that are there. The real thing going on, I think to remember with changing your thoughts, is to reflect and be aware of, hey, this is just my mind, my survival mind, doing what it's supposed to do, giving me survival thoughts. That's fine. I don't need to fight it. I don't need to suppress it. I just need to not change my thoughts because that's what the mind does, that particular mind. I need to change my mind. Change your mind. And when you change your mind, you change your consciousness. And how do you change your mind? Well, go for a walk, connect with nature, go pray, go meditate, go talk to a friend who's in that state of pure awareness, and move your identity, our identity, from the reactive mind to the non-reactive mind. And we've got a bunch of them. We've got tremendous resources. We're just not aware of it. That's the real problem. Nobody trained us to say, hey, that's just your reactive mind talking. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to identify with it. Those are thoughts. They are not you. And those thoughts are coming from some other place that you weren't even born when they were being generated. So notice them, but step away and tune your mind, switch your mind to a place that's non-reactive. That's all possibilities. That is that field of absolute love, absolute understanding, and absolute acceptance. Because when we're resisting, and I think this is in the quantum laws, of quantum creation laws, everything's coming from the quantum void as wave functions, and then our consciousness sees that wave function and creates something out of it, a reality out of that. But if we resist or we grasp a particular wave function or a particular particle that was created, that entangles us and keeps it around. And if we want it, then we don't get it. If we don't want it, then we do keep it. So what do we got to do? Let go of resistance. Let go of grasping. Total acceptance to what is. And then return to source. However you define source, return to source. And allow something new to emerge. Trust source. Trust the divine mind. Trust the Lord's thoughts are not your thoughts. So go, leave your thoughts and switch on over to the Lord's thoughts. That's trust. That's true worship. That's true divinity. So anyway, I hope these words have inspired you. And I want to ask, look around the room. At least everybody's still looking at me. Mostly awake. Any questions? Any comments to make it a little more interactive? Okay. Oh yeah, Dean in the back.
I love your presentation. It's fantastic. You compliment me on that so much. In the first part about the conscious mind, you have a whole bunch of things listed there, including ego, imagination, and all that. I'm not sure they're all equally weighted, and I was wondering what your thoughts might be on that. I've always sort of heard there's the ego, and then there's the other aspects, and if you could deal with your ego, you have much more control over your life. Because the ego is all these things that
Right.
create this.
Well, okay, Dean's question, if you couldn't hear, is what do you do with this ego? If you can control it, you have more control over your life. But is that the real issue here in the conscious mind? Is that what the biggest issue is?
How important is it?
How important is ego? All right, well, many of the teachers that I've had, and I've been really blessed to have wonderful teachers over the years, say there is no ego. That's a construct, a social construct. There really is no individual. We are just pure consciousness. But it's the mistake of the intellect to think, oh, I'm these thoughts, and I'm these feelings, and I'm this ego that has to be protected. The ego is inherently a little insecure because it is a construct, and it's always going to be based on the conditions outside it. It doesn't have an inherent reality, so inherently it's insecure. Inherently it's looking for the threat that's not there, and over-responding to something that may seem like a threat, but it really isn't. So the whole idea in many spiritual philosophies is to transcend the ego and know your true self, know who you really are, which is this absolute pure consciousness, which embodies bliss, embodies love, embodies absolute intelligence, so that is living your life. Christ is living my life, however you want to put it, and not the egoic self, which is, in it for self-preservation. That's the short answer. Thanks for that question, Dean. Okay, one more question, and then we'll better wrap up because we're going over time. There you go. If you push that button. And the light
There we
comes
go.
on.
I really appreciated that, Harrison. You've given us a whole new slogan. Instead of change your thinking, change your life, I think it's going to be forget, change your thinking, change your mind.
Yeah,
So
change your consciousness. Yeah.
very interesting. Also, I love the way you framed that biblical quote. I'm going to think about that differently from now on. So just appreciation.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Terry. Okay. Well, big hug, lots of love to everyone. And I'll be around after service. We can follow up. And here's Ingi to tell us a few more things. So thank you all.
We're just going to have another song. Our closing song is coming up by Lynn. No? Oh, first we have the offer.
It's an original song called When We Keep Our Eyes on Spirit. Looking forward, we're not what has happened to us.
We are floating in a sea of love. Our choices are words, our voices are heard. Direct and guide our course that we create. We're never lost when we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. Wonders restoring what's been locked up inside is rising up. On this climb we're lifted up, we flow in time. When we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. Looking upward, there's more than what's before our eyes. We are swimming in a sea of light. Our vision is keen, our actions are seen. What we choose to do in time illuminates from our mind. When we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. Wonders restoring what's been locked up inside is rising up. On this climb we're lifted up, we flow in time. When we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. Looking above to the vast blue sky, an ocean of light fills our eyes. Looking above to the dark, starry night, we're resting in love of divine light. When we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. Wonders restoring what's been locked up inside is rising up. There's no steep climb, we're lifted up, we flow in time. When we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. When we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God.
Here we go. Okay, can I get up now? This is the time in our service for our gifts and our offering. We are a tithing community and rely on the tithes and gifts of our congregation to keep our center afloat and to keep going. So please know that your present, as well as your love, your time, your talents, and your treasures that you bring to our community are gratefully accepted. There are several ways that you can give. If you are here in person, feel free to drop your donation into the box or the basket over there on the right, on my right. And if you are online, you can scan the QR code or visit celebrationcenter.org and click on the Give button. You're also welcome to mail your gift in, and you can find your address at celebrationcenter.org. Now we have our offertory. Are you giving it, or is it going to be on screen? Oh, good.
Please join me in our offertory affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so we bless these gifts. Every gift regardless of what it is, we bless it. We know that it comes from the heart and that it matters. And some of the greatest gifts are sharing from us, from each of us, from shining our light into this community the way Harrison did today, the way Lynn does with her music every week. And of course, the financial offerings help us pay the rent and keep on doing what we're doing here. And so I'm grateful for each one who contributes. And just showing up is a gift. And so it is.
Here's Our Loving Will Change the World by Ricky Byers. Love, love, love everybody. Love, love, love when it's hard to love. Love, our loving will change the world. Share, share, share who you are. Share, share, share when it's hard to share. Share, our sharing will change the world. Care, care, care for each other. Care, care, care for those in need. Care, our caring will change the world. Find me there, singing for you, heart wide open with what we came to do. The wind in the leaves sings a melody true. Love everybody, let the love shine through. Everybody now sing, sing, sing all together. Sing, sing, sing when it's hard to sing. Sing, your singing will change the world. Love, love, love everybody. Love, love, love when it's hard to love. Love, our loving will change the world. Our caring will change the world. Our sharing will change the world. Our singing will change the world. Our loving will change the world.
Thank you, Lynn. Our singing, our loving, our caring will change the world. So let's drop into that place of sharing and caring. Actually, I want us to sit because I'm going to do us a little quick meditative prayer here. So get comfortable, find your spot, and take a breath and close your eyes. And notice your mind thinking away. Oh, yeah, there it is. Thinking all those thoughts, conscious mind. And we thank it for thinking all the thoughts, keeping us safe. And we say, well, really, let's go bring in the other minds. Let's make this a group effort, not just one conscious mind. Let's bring in our subconscious mind and all the knowledge and experience there. And it knows good. It is good. It calls forth good. We call forth good in our subconscious mind and our unconscious mind. We call forth all the good power that is there to inform our conscious mind. And with great gratitude, we call forth all the learning that we've done here on the planet and our ancestors have done and our family has done. All that is good and supportive and caring and loving and sharing, we call it forth now. And we expand that calling and we open up to the etheric, to the divine, to the nature, to the trees, to the beautiful mountains, to the sea. We call forth the natural world that we are part of. And we call forth the etheric world that we know is there above us, guiding us. The love that is there, angelic and divine, the creative forces that led to us being created. So we call on that. all the goodness, all the power, and all the power that where this comes from, the uncreated quantum void where all of it arose and goes back to and arises again many, many times per second. It is all here supporting us, informing us, empowering us, so that we can go forth and sing our song with joy, with love, with caring, with sharing, knowing who we truly are. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, thank you. And so it is.